Yes. What's up, people? Welcome back on my channel. And we are back again with another Matchday Rewind. We got a lot of things to discuss. First of all, I want to introduce David on his channel, Devante. Big up, bro. Thanks for being here.
What it do? Yes. About time. About time.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately for you, it is a debut with a loss for your team, though. Yeah, we're going to discuss Aston Villa Arsenal first. Um, then we're gonna discuss the Chelsea game, Man City game, and Newcastle game. The other guest will be joining soon. Here he is in the chat
Yeah.
already. Oh, but all right, bro. Yeah, before we're gonna start, guys, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and everyone's channel is in the description. So please subscribe. Big up, Reno. Yeah, big up everyone watching. All right, yeah, Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1. Before we're gonna talk about the game, was you happy with the lineup? Because I know Mosquera got injured as well. So tell me about the
Uh,
lineup.
Not really. Simply because Eze was starting on the left and Marino was playing as a striker. And I feel like against a team like Aston Villa, it would have been better to start off with Gyökeres as a striker and then Eze in the 10 and on the left, yeah, Trossard played though, but I don't think he was really fully fit. That's why he came off later as well. But so then I would have started with
Mm,
Martinelli, take advantage of like some of that high line that Villa was actually playing at first. But yeah, I was kind of like not overly satisfied with the lineup, to be honest.
okay, fair. Yeah. Before we're gonna continue, big up 10. Also, debut for 10, guys. Subscribe on
Mm.
his channel. And thanks for being here, bro.
Yeah. Very good weekend for me, obviously. More importantly, with Newcastle winning, but also Sunderland losing. So it's all very well. And now we're only a point behind them because next week we play them in, well, it should be an easy 3 points for us, surely, next weekend against them. Like, very easy.
Hmm. Interesting. All right, and we got another guest. He's already familiar in the show, of course. Toby, what's up, broski?
Hey guys, good to see you.
Nice. Hope you're doing well, bro.
I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well.
Nice. Yeah. All right, let's continue with the Arsenal game. Okay, let's uh give us your thoughts about the first stuff, bro, Devante.
Well, first half, Arsenal did start off well. First half, like the first 10 minutes were dangerous, and then Villa they started to like get in gear, and Matty Cash definitely took advantage of Calafiori not being a good defender, and also Eze being on the left wing. He cannot really defend like that, So like Eze's not really like somebody that's gonna like when he plays on the left wing give that cover. So that goal from Matty Cash when that came, I think it was somewhere in the 30th minute or something like that. Uh, yeah, Eze was sleeping, but Calafiori was all over the place. I don't know what he was doing over there. Like, it was all the way on the other side of the box when Matty Cash was scoring that goal. But that's the issue with Calafiori, man. This guy plays everywhere but left back. You know, like I never seen a free roaming left back in my life other than Calafiori, man. It's not like not even Danny Alves and Philip Lahm were doing that back in the day. Now Calafiori gets the privilege to play a free roaming left back. He's not even that creative, man. Like if it was like let's say Trent Alexander-Arnold, right? He's got the vision, right? That would make sense. But Calafiori, man, like come on, you know. So the first half, Arsenal, yeah, just it's the same old man. Too many touches from, of course, the so-called captain, man, the Keebler elf in midfield, man. From when I saw him starting, right, and I saw Eze starting on the left, I was like, oh, here we go. We're gonna shoehorn a guy into the lineup who's back from injury only because he's the captain. Like what? Like what?
Mm,
What signal does that give to a guy like Eze, who's actually been playing well these last few games? Like against Spurs, he was on fire, hat trick. Against Bayern, he was playing good, and then here comes Odegaard. uh, back into the lineup only because he's the manager's favorite and he's the captain. Like that, I feel like that should not work in football like that. That you can just like get guaranteed a starting lineup because your name is Odegaard and you are the captain. No, bro, you got to work for it. No, as they've been doing well, why are you switching that lineup just to shoehorn it back and for him to do the same old? Just too many touches on the ball, slows down the play, right? Passes that don't arrive or he passes too late. Shots, I can I probably should make a video of how many times Odegaard shot right at Martinez, right in his hands. When they were
Oh
playing,
my
he,
days.
yeah, oh here, Amy Martinez, here, have the ball, here, have the ball. Like it's not even shots, it's passes at this point. So, yeah, the first half was abysmal though, very abysmal from Arsenal.
Yeah. Then did you follow the Arsenal game?
Just like on my phone or whatever. I didn't get any time to watch the game like itself live, but obviously I saw the last minute goal, Buendia. I saw like the goal of it. But I guess from what Devante is saying with Arsenal and their performance, like I'm not saying that right now Arsenal are in a sort of bad spot. Maybe it's because I believe Gyökeres is still out at the moment, and maybe Odegaard, hasn't really been fit over the past couple of weeks or so. So I think overall, um, this was kind of like back to reality for Arsenal after that win against Bayern 10 days ago or something, and then obviously, I think for neutrals, it's a good title race, hopefully, because don't want it to be like last season. I'll be honest, but yeah, I think this shows that that Arsenal still has a bit of issues, even with them having improved the squad over the summer, and obviously with winter and the Afcon and everything happening, and a congested fixture list. I think this is probably one of the toughest moments for Arteta, because now it's like, you see Man City are catching up. God knows, maybe Aston Villa or the title challengers or whatever. So it's going to be interesting to see how Arsenal respond to this. I believe Arsenal play Club Brugge in the Champions League. I mean, that should be 3 points, but you saw what Club Brugge did at home against Barcelona. Should have won that game, about 2-3 weeks ago. Obviously, I know they lost to Sporting, but I think this is the sort of this loss against Villa. I think Arsenal have to regroup, I would say, and go from there. I would say it's not the end of the world. Arsenal is still top of the league by like 2 points. But yeah, there's a lot to improve. I was just really sad, a few weeks ago, Arsenal got that 2-2 draw against Sunderland. I wanted Arsenal to win that, but oh well.
Yeah, but you need to remember then there's a ghost striker playing.
Oh no! I hope he doesn't score against us next weekend. Probably.
Broby FC.
Oh. But yeah, I think overall Arsenal, they just have to regroup. I mean, surely, right? Your next you should be beating Bruges, but you should be beating Wolves. Like everyone except Spurs are beating Wolves at the moment. So, that's a good game to bounce back. But I surely Arsenal regroup after this loss today.
Yeah. If Toby, have you watched the Arsenal game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's your view on the results?
I think Arsenal fans can't be too mad at this one. I mean, if we look at Aston Villa, they're the best team in the Premier League form-wise right now. So they've been really putting up like really good results. And I think that's the beauty of the Premier League because even the best teams can drop points against teams like Aston Villa who fight. So I think Arsenal, like you said, back to reality. I think it's a good one to really like look inwards because I think also that decision to not start Eze today will ask a couple of questions. I think Eze has been one of Arsenal's best performers in the past 3 games for sure. And he brings a lot of creativity because he played well in the middle, but can also put some threat on the side in the wing as well. So I think Arteta just has to look within his team and just, I think, play the best players always, because I think Merino works as a striker and he gets the goals. But I think today you could see that Arsenal really, really needed someone up front to help them to challenge when Aston Villa were piling up the pressure. So I think Arsenal just has to regroup and go again. And yeah, it's going to be a fun race, honestly.
Yeah. Fair, fair. Um, Devontae, when Arsenal got the equalizer, and you still believe that you would guys go away with at least a point or maybe even three?
Um, yeah. So when Trossard scored, I thought like we had a
Yeah.
moment that no, we started to come back into the game, right? We got scored the equalizer, and then we had like a few possessions going up front. But the thing is with Arsenal, every time we score, right after a few minutes or after we score directly, we always park the bus. We always just like go a few gears back. I don't know why. It's like okay, we score one goal and then we defend. Why not just go for the kill? Like go score another one, score two, score three, score four. Uh, we did that against Spurs. Bayern, we did it against, and some other teams like the Leeds and Forest in the beginning of the season. But every time, um, I also remember against City when we played City at home, like we scored the equalizer, and then instead of like actually just going for another one, no, we just sit back. I just hate that about this team specifically, always doing that when they just score one goal and get comfortable and start defending. And after that, I didn't feel like we was gonna like score another one. So I thought, okay, maybe it's gonna be equalizer. But then Villa just kept on knocking on the door. There were a lot of chances. Like Mala had a chance. I think a few others had a chance. So I forgot who, but I know Mala had one chance that he should have scored. So it was coming though. To be honest, I thought like, okay, yeah, if Villa's gonna score, it's probably it's coming sooner or later. And then Buendia in the final minute, unfortunately, it is what it is, man. I can't even be mad that Villa won the game because they wanted it more. Arsenal doing the typical, oh yeah, we scored one goal and we just gonna sit back, park the bus, and be comfortable. Like you're not winning the game. You only got 1 point, bro. I know it's Villa Park. I know it's tough, but Jesus, man, like come on, we're fighting for a title here, people.
Yeah, it's typical Arteta to defend the lead or points and then go for the kill, like you're saying.
Hmm.
Let's see what Deontay is saying. Like we always say at Villa Park, you have seen a Villa. No, F-O. He showed me also he sent me also a picture he wanted me to share with you. Yeah, hold on. Good evening.
You know, it's
Uh,
funny, man. Every time we face Emery, man, he just always like dragging his nuts all over Arteta's face, man. Like, bro, how does it feel? How does it feel? Like, yeah, you took my job, but every time I'm winning against you, or at least like 8 times out of 10, when it matters the most, he's winning against Arteta, man. What does it say that the former manager of Arsenal, who didn't get a lot of time like Arteta, is able to always outschool our manager?
Yeah, it's not good enough, man. It's not good enough. But I have a question for you guys. Now with Villa being only 3 points behind Arsenal, do you guys think Villa are in a title race, starting with 10?
Oh, I mean, the form suggests so, but the only thing is that even though they are like 3 points behind Arsenal, they're also a point behind Man City. And when it's like two or more teams in a title race, that's not Aston Villa, it's going to be tough, I would say. Like, yeah, maybe Aston Villa could finish second, but finishing second isn't the Premier League title. I mean, Arsenal fans or Arsenal know that. So I think right now, no, I think Aston Villa have to continue this very good form they're on. I mean, Villa started the season after 4 games with 0 goals, and now
That's crazy.
they're up there. But maybe to get Champions League, sure, because I do think the Prem will get once again the extra Champions League spot. But I think for Aston Villa to be in a title race, they have to carry on the form, because yeah, you're not just competing with Arsenal, you're now competing with Man City for that title. So it's 2 teams you have to look out for, not just one, like how it used to be with just Arsenal against Man City, or Man City with Liverpool usually, or last season Liverpool Arsenal was really the only two. This season, yeah, you could say right now Aston Villa, but right now it's Arsenal, Man City, and Villa, and I just don't think Villa are going to be able to carry on throughout the next, like, few months. They're competing against 2 teams basically for the title at the moment. So
Yeah,
no.
yeah, fair. What do you think, Toby?
I think last time I was here, I also said it. I don't think there's a title race till after December, because as you've seen, I think last time we were here, we were talking about Chelsea in the title race, and now they're
Yeah.
far off. So yeah, like December is where like everyone can really put results together. And speaking of Aston Villa, I just checked their fixtures. They have to play Arsenal and Chelsea before the coming of the new year, so that could put them in a very
Ooh.
different position.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't think there should be any title race like discussions until after January, because Liverpool, for example, now they're on the same points as Chelsea, who we were putting in a title race like, a couple weeks ago, and now Liverpool are the shit team. So the Prem is a very competitive league, and you have to put your fixtures together. So we'll see after the
Yeah.
Christmas break.
Ooh,
Yeah.
oh man, their futures are tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, tough
What do
on
you
West.
think, Defonte?
I don't know. I haven't seen Aston Villa enough. Like I don't know. I know they're a very tough team. Always. So, um, they're a good team, but I don't know if they're gonna be in a title race though. Like I feel like if they are, they're only missing like one player that's gonna like do it for them. Other than that, they're a great bunch, but not a bunch that I feel like is gonna be a title winning team. Unless they do the unthinkable like Leicester, but I feel like Leicester had the individuals. They have Vardy, they had Mahrez, Gante. Like those three can decide a game for you. I don't think Villa has that type of player. Like they have good players, but just not those type of players. Um,
Yeah, true.
yeah, so I think Villa will probably end up top 4 if they continue to play like this, especially at home, because at home they are very dangerous. Um, but yeah, like Toby said, it's December. It can go anyway. Because Sunderland not too long ago, they also were like in the top 4. So
Yeah,
it,
true.
it can't. Yeah, we will see. Like in a few months, though. In a few months is where we're gonna see. Okay, who is really fighting for this title? So I cannot really say Aston Villa is in that race.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. And like Deontay, he's a Villa fan as well, saying the first goal is to finish top 5, but we will focus on the Europa League. I think that's a better chance for him to win the Europa League
Yeah.
than win the Prem League, to be honest. Okay, now I want to move on to a club who was in a title race for 3 days and right now are back in the top 4 race, and that's Chelsea. Tell me about it, Toby. What happened?
Before I even like get into the game, I don't know if you guys have seen, but I think after the Liverpool game, Salah came out with like a statement about how he's been benched, and I think it's quite interesting because like he's speaking out, talking about how like he's not being treated fairly by the club. So I think it's an interesting perspective
Ooh.
because there's a lot going on in the dressing room, and it's not the first time a player has come out to like speak against what Slot is doing. So I don't really know how long he's gonna be there. I mean, the results are not helping. The players are losing it. Like it's really not looking good for Liverpool. But yeah, maybe
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe
but
we'll dive
Salah's
into
not
that
even playing
later.
that good this season. Let's be like,
Yeah,
where's
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, exactly,
accountability?
exactly. I think because I was talking to my Liverpool friend about it as well because he texted me and
Mhm.
yeah, like if you're not playing well, you don't get to go out in the media and like make statements like, "Oh yeah, I'm not getting played." Like it's just not it, bro.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm not really with Salah on this one. I'm sorry. Like I don't. I'm not that I'm a slow fan, but geez.
I think it's a
Slot.
bit much.
Mm.
I think it's a bit much, especially where they are right now with everything going on. It's not a good look for your best player to be going in the media saying stuff like this.
Yeah, this is crazy, you know.
Yeah, but he's also not been good. I'm sorry. I cannot excuse him, man. Salah have like for you to like blame the manager for this, like when you have not been when you've been thinking of the place for most of the season. I'm like you should know better as the guy that's been the top player for this Liverpool side, man. Like, bro, w- at least look at yourself first. If you know that you've been thinking of the place, then the first thing you should not do is blame the manager. I'm sorry. I cannot side with Salah. And also, I feel like after last season, he should have just went to Saudi Arabia and go for the money, bro. Like your
I think
time
he
up.
leaves after this season.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't think he stays after this
Yeah,
season.
I
And
think
also,
this.
there's the
Yeah, go on.
AFCON. There's the
Ye-
AFCON later this month.
True.
So who knows?
Yeah. Very tough one.
Yeah, I think this is something he's using to get a manager out. To be honest, because I agree with the Fonte that Salah is playing really shit this season. He hasn't shown his quality after getting the big contract. Okay, you've been putting on the bench for a couple of games, but come on, man, 3 games. He's talking like he's getting playtime like Chiesa's getting. Chiesa is the one who's getting disrespected, in my opinion, not Salah. So I find this a bit weird, but yeah, let's see if there's going to be more information soon. But all right, let's talk about the Chelsea game. What
Yeah.
happened?
What can I say? I think today we didn't have any corners till the end of the game.
Oh
Like
my
if I
days!
remember correctly. So I think that describes the kind of performance we had. I think Bournemouth is a tough team, but I don't think Chelsea should be struggling with teams like that, if I'm being honest. I think that's what 2 points in the last 3 games. So I think Chelsea's inconsistency is starting to show a bit, which is why I don't really back them in title race discussions. I just think with a lack of Palmer in that team playing at his best, sometimes we just lack creativity and don't know where to go for it. And today was exactly that. Like you had all these players on the pitch, but no one could really come on and change the game. Yes, that's also a very good one. Semenyo had a very controversial goal disallowed in the beginning of the game, so it could have easily went anyway, and we could have walked away with even 0 points today. So yeah, I think Chelsea really, if they want to in conversations for Champions League and titles, they have to go and get a striker in January. I think with the Lab being injured again, because he got injured in today's game, Joao
Oh,
Pedro has even played as the 9. They love to play him more in a 10 behind the striker. So there's really no one who we can trust to get us goals when we need some. So yeah,
Maybe
who would you take
Jackson.
as a striker? Oh, Jackson.
Jackson, yeah, not Jackson to come back. I mean, he's doing fine at Bayern. So yeah.
Yeah. Were you happy with the lineup? Because I've seen it. Giddens was on the bench and Estofao as well. Why is that?
I think with the Rangers, there's always rotation. I have the opinion that Estaval is not really the best starter. I think he did an amazing job against Barcelona, but that was the situation of the game. So I think Estaval is always better to bring as a player who comes in, make his impact. So I'm not really mad at that. Gittins as well. I think sometimes his performances can be inconsistent. So with the lineup, I wasn't really too mad. I just think Chelsea, when they play, they have this thing they do in the first 15 to like half an hour where they kind of just switch off and let the other team, press them and get the energy. And then they have to start fighting back into the game. And sometimes you already concede. So then you're chasing a losing result. So I think the mentality around the team just has to change. They need to be a bit more mature with their approach to games and just take it from the first minute and go like that.
Yeah, fair. Then, what did you thought about the result of Chelsea first ball?
I mean, 0-0. In a space of what, a few days or so. Not being able to pick up, any win in the last three since that Barcelona win, I believe. It's not good. But I'll be honest, I never really considered Chelsea as a title race contender. Definitely a top five contender, but I have noticed Chelsea are more of a cup competition type of team. which we've seen it with Conference League, but the Club World Cup, they're doing quite well in the Champions League. Um, so I wouldn't say I expected this sort of bad one of three games from Chelsea, but I just think that Chelsea being in a title race is a bit premature at the moment. But maybe in a year or two, maybe they'll be a lot better with a much more better team. But at the moment, I see them more as a cup team rather than a sort of a league type of team at the moment. So
Fair.
yeah, I mean, this draw against Bournemouth isn't great, but also Bournemouth haven't been good at all in the last few games. I mean, they bottled a 2-goal lead against Sunderland, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, I think the result not great for Chelsea, not great for Bournemouth. So I would probably say, not really the best of games. Perhaps I would say.
Fair, fair, fair. What do you think, Defont? Of course, your team played against Chelsea last weekend. Did
Mhm.
you expect this result from Chelsea and the result as well against Leeds?
No, actually, no. I was surprised because I had a match review with Yasser.
Big up,
It
yes.
was this week, yeah, this week, yeah. So before the Leeds game, I thought that okay, against Leeds, they're probably gonna win 2-0. Like, uh, and I was surprised when I saw the result against Leeds. I was like Leeds is bottom feeders. So I was like, okay, wow, I didn't expect that one. And then Bournemouth is another team that's quite tough. So I could expect that more against like a Bournemouth from Chelsea than Leeds. It's that's the thing. That's why I said when before we faced Chelsea, Arsenal, right? I said Chelsea's unpredictable this season. You just don't know where they're gonna go. Are they gonna play like world class World Cup winning Club World Cup winning Chelsea, or they're gonna be uh the not so good Chelsea. I just don't know what to expect of Chelsea this season. Like they're so unpredictable. That's why like that's the team when I look at the title race. That's like I don't know what to expect of these people. Like are they gonna end up winning the title or are they gonna look like okay we're just gonna fight for top four and win some games, lose some games. Um so but they have a squad full of potential though. Um like I said,
Yeah.
Esther Val is a player that for the future is going to be probably the main guy for Chelsea. Reece James is a guy that I want to see midfield now instead of like on the right back. Um, that like he's definitely a guy that should be playing midfield a lot more. Cole Palmer, when he comes back, to me, I don't know if he should bring him back as a 10. Um, I like to see him more as a right winger. No, because Esteval, what I saw against Barcelona in a 10, it's a lot better um, going forward with for the Chelsea. And then Jamie Giddens, like I haven't seen him getting a lot more chances these last few games. I don't know why. Because they play Garnacho a lot more. I don't know why they play Ellen DeGeneres so much because Garnacho's not that great, but Jamie Gittins to me, I've seen some stuff from him when he was at Dortmund that okay, he looks he's decent, not world class, but decent. So I'd rather have like a winger like Neto and Gittins playing for me than Garnacho. Um, and to have the 10 Cole Palmer or Esteval to me, and then drop Pedro as a striker. Even though I feel like he's not really a striker, so that's another thing for Chelsea. Like, who are they gonna like get a striker soon, or are they gonna wait for Emeja, who's at Strasbourg, to come
Mm.
Oh yeah.
next season and do the job? I don't know how good he's gonna be. No, he's talented, got potential. So
He
we'll
got
see.
suspended, I think. The club suspended him
Yeah,
because of
yeah,
his
yeah. He did some
behavior or something.
some issues off the field. So we'll see next season though if he's gonna catch on and score some goals. We'll see. So Chelsea got potential, just not. I just don't know what to expect of him.
I think Yasta was saying there's a possibility they trying to already get him in the winter break. So
That they
That
might,
will be
because like,
interesting.
yeah, because they're not short of strikers. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and the Ultras of Strasbourg are also not happy with him already signing for Chelsea. So after he announced the move, he's getting a lot of stick from the fans. That's also a case or reason why they were he considering the move earlier to Chelsea. Would you be happy with Omega as a another option, Toby, or would you uh, prefer a experienced striker?
I think Emega for me is a bit biased because as a player, I've always liked him. I've been
Yeah,
covering his basically from like beginning of Strasbourg, been putting him as the next nine that the Dutch team should look at. So I was really happy that he got his debut over the last international break with Weghorst being injured. I think the move to Chelsea is definitely one he had to make because Koeman doesn't really look at players unless they're playing in big teams. So I think just for his career trajectory, he had to make that move. I think he is still an unfinished product, so we're gonna have probably the same problems as Jackson, where you have some chances where he doesn't finish. But I do think if I'm gonna give anyone a chance, especially regarding strikers, I'm way willing to like wait for Emega to become the striker that we need because I think Chelsea's project is not gonna let us sign any like established strikers. So it's all about getting these strikers when they're like developing and trying to build them into something else. So we just have to hope for the best, honestly.
yeah, fair, fair. And yeah, let's look a little to the result for the fixtures for Chelsea in upcoming weeks. It's not looking, easy to be honest, especially Newcastle away and Aston
But that's gonna
Villa at
be tough.
home.
That's gonna be tough. I think
We've beaten them.
going to St. James to play Newcastle is gonna be a very, very tough result right there.
Yeah, we've beaten Chelsea at home 4 in a row. So if we win 5 in a row, I will cut my hair.
Oh my
But
days!
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we'll see how that goes because actually both us and Chelsea are playing in the EFL Cup as well in midweek. So both of our teams have congested fixtures, and we have the
Yeah,
derby for us.
fair, fair, fair. All right, I want to move on to the next game, and it's your club 10. Newcastle 1. Talk about the game.
Actually, I only watched the first half, but the first half was more than enough to see us. I think Burnley, the opponents, they start off quite well. They did have some moments, mostly from corners. They had like 8, 9, almost 10 corners in the first half alone.
Damn.
Yeah, something like that. And they were troubling us with corners. But then once we got our first corner of the game, I mean, we scored from it. Olympico, basically, from Guimaraes. So I mean, I think that was the very first time that we scored an Olympico in the Premier League.
Ah,
I believe that's what I saw or something. But it was that basically allowed us to have a little bit more freedom of the of the ball. I think, to be honest, we were just a better team in that first half, even though Burnley did trouble us via set pieces. But I think overall, very good performance. And then obviously, near the end of that first half, a very good through ball from Gordon. Alanga was true on goal, and then Perez, the Burnley player, bottom down, last man, red card. So it was already 1-0 down, 10 men down, and then we had like another corner or a cross or something, and then very blatant handball for a penalty. We scored from the penalty, and yeah, the first half I would say, apart from just a couple of scares, just very comfortable. Second half didn't really do much. I'll be honest. From what I saw of the highlights of that, um, obviously, the big news is that the Brentford Rat, also known as Jon Wissa, got finally, he got his debut for Newcastle for only like 20, 30 minutes or so. So this is the first time we actually saw him in the starting, playing a game, basically. So, and the fact that he's not even with the the Democratic Republic of Congo for the AFCON, does help us a little bit because now we don't have any players, as far as I know, that are going to AFCON, which is good because our opponents this coming weekend have like 7 of them going to AFCON, which is a good help for us because that means their squad will be even worse. But and then obviously Burnley got a penalty because of a handball, but that was like the 95th minute and all. But yeah, I think just overall very good performance. Just needed that win because we drew 2-2 against Spurs, which well, that game was pretty boring until like we actually scored that in that game. But yeah, it was just more of like we have to be consistent. And now that we have we finally have 2 strikers. I hope now I don't have to see Anthony Gordon play center forward. I'll be fine. But yeah, actually, Gordon actually had a pretty good game, even with not just the penalty, but he actually showed some willingness to run at the Burnley defense. He had a couple of chances before he scored his penalty. So hopefully, hopefully regain his form. Back-to-back Prem games, scoring. I know they were just penalties, so Pen Gordon, you can call him, or whatever. So yeah, it's now just all about making sure that we actually find some consistency, because there are some games whereby we look good, but we just don't finish our chances. And hopefully now with 2 strikers, knock on wood, being fit for the Christmas break, hopefully that helps us. And yeah, hopefully we win. If we don't beat Leverkusen, can we at least beat the team next Sunday?
Yeah. You know what's weird with the table? You guys are right now 11th with 22 points.
We're a point
You-
behind Liverpool.
Yeah, and you're only 3 points behind
Chelsea.
Chelsea. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of, you can say, consistent form since the international break. We beat Man City, we beat Everton, our first away Premier League game that we won. Maybe we should have beaten Spurs. I think a draw was fair in that one, and then we beat Burnley. So, unbeaten apart from the Marseille game since the international break. So hopefully we gain a bit of momentum now, because I still think we're not really that good overall. But if we take our chances, I think we can go higher up in the league. And the fact that we're 11th, but then Chelsea are like 4th in the league, I mean, it basically means that everyone is in a title race. If Chelsea were in a title race, everyone's in a title race. So
Yeah.
maybe give us like, if we win 10 games in a row, maybe win a title race. But for me at the moment, it's just about making sure we find some consistency, and obviously hopefully we beat the team next weekend. If we I don't mind losing to Chelsea at home. I just want to win that game next week. That's
Yeah,
for me the most important game for
the
us
big one.
this Christmas. I don't even mind losing last minute to Chelsea at home and Man United on Boxing Day, just as long as we beat the team on the 14th of December.
Why you not saying the name of the team?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like them, but so yeah. But overall, we've hopefully gained some momentum, and obviously we play away at Leverkusen, and I know they just lost today against Augsburg, and we go at their stadium, and we do have a good record competitively against them. So hopefully we climb up not just the Prem table, but also the top, and try to aim for the top 8. At least something we are aiming for in the Champions League, unlike.
Yo, AK, big up for joining as well. Big up.
I love
AK.
Manchester City.
But yeah, the font. I know you need to go, but do you have a quick view on Newcastle before you go?
Newcastle. Yeah, again another team that I don't really follow that much, but I'm surprised that they quite low on the table though, because they're quite a sturdy team, tough team. So I just hope they're able to because I like Newcastle. They have a team that even though every time when Arsenal faces them, it's always looking like a fucking wrestling match. But I still like them, man. Something like Newcastle to me. I always like Newcastle. They always had some great players back in the day. Ben Arfa, Shearer, Asprilla. Like ballers. But so they're 11 now. Yeah, I hope they make top 8 though, or even top 5, because I don't know what the hell Everton is doing there. To be honest, with all
Yeah,
due
it's
respect,
crazy. What the
Everton,
fuck?
Everton need to know their role and know that top 5 is not their place. So, yeah. I did saw that goal from Bruno. That that was a crazy goal from. That's one of the goals of the season, man. That goal from Bruno. That crazy goal from the corner, bro. I don't know how the hell he did that.
Yeah, he tried it again, but he failed.
Yeah, but you can't do it twice though. But yeah, that Bruno's I always wanted Bruno at Arsenal. He was linked to us years ago, but then of course Edu was more busy barbecuing than getting ballers. So yeah, unfortunately he's there. I like Voltemade too. Voltemade got some potential. Anthony Gordon is a good player. They got some players, man. So I just hope that they doing well. And then nevertheless, we'll see what happens though with Newcastle this season. And yeah, Sunderland's gonna be tough though. If they're gonna face Sunderland next weekend, it's gonna be a tough one because Sunderland is another team that's also sturdy, just like Newcastle though. I just hope that Brian Brobby doesn't score because then I have to hear again, oh, he sucked. Oh, he sucked at Ajax, right? You're a liar. You're a liar. No, I'm not lying, bro. Just because he's scoring, it's like saying Mikel Merino all of a sudden is world class just because he's scoring. Nah, that motherfucker sucked too. But with that being said, yeah, I gotta go now because it's kind of
Take
late.
care, bro. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Devante.
Hey,
Big up,
I
Devante.
haven't seen Ack a long time, by the way, man. How you doing?
I'm good.
I know you
I'm on top of the moon. Second. We're just 2 points. I'm just 2 points behind you lot like now.
yeah, but come May, you'll probably sit there with a Premier League title again. I just know that though. But we'll talk another time. That's for sure.
Yeah, big up, bro. Big up.
Yeah.
People subscribe on the Fontes channel. And take care, broski.
Yeah,
See
take
you soon.
care, everybody. Peace.
All right, let's remove this. And yeah, we got another guest going on. Let's change this. And yeah, we are right now full Man City. Big up. How you doing?
Hey,
Oh!
let's go, Man City.
Hey.
Man City.
I was hearing to
We
respect
fucking did it,
Arsenal.
blood. 3-0. 3-0.
I was hearing to respect Arsenal. I was being told Chelsea champion of the world. Or Chelsea aren't in a title race on this channel. I remember that one. Yeah, not when you lose to Leeds and draw to Bournemouth. We beat both, by the way. Just saying.
Exactly.
Facts. Yeah, he was
I
right.
guess, you know what, yeah? I'm just looking at the Premier League table right now, and we all know second half of the season is where it is at for Man City. But I'm just looking at the table right now, and we're only 2 points behind Arsenal. They're gonna fall off soon, so that doesn't matter. Actually, we're 6 points ahead of Chelsea. Yeah, world-class Chelsea right there. With Palmer back, by the way, just saying. Everton is actually further up the table than Liverpool.
That's crazy.
The fuck is Liverpool doing, bro?
They're not even bigger
That's
than Liverpool.
crazy.
And they're already fifth.
Crazy, man. New stadium hype. That's why. New stadium hype.
Bro, Liverpool could build a new stadium right now, and they won't get any hype.
Yeah,
No,
that's
they won't.
true.
Bro, 400 million spent for that, bro.
500 million spent, Alf. 500 million spent in
Yeah.
the summer. They broke 2 British transfer records. And look where they are now.
You know
Languishing in
what's
8th.
funny, yeah? I'm talking with Liverpool fans, and they're telling me, oh, you can't call words a flop yet. I'm sorry. 0 GA.
Sorry. He has got,
This guy is a
Alf,
GA
sorry, Alf.
guy, by the way. It's also like I'm rating Bernardo Silva here on GA. Florian Wirtz's appeal is big numbers. Because let's be honest, he's been fucking shit for them in general play.
Yes.
Oh, but he runs a lot.
Yes.
Fuck off, man. He's shit. He's been shit for them. His passing has been shit. His dribbling has been, it's been minimum. People are getting gassed up for 130 million pounds doing bare minimum. But his numbers are pathetic. Genuinely. If this was a Man City player, he'd be getting killed in the street for this. But luckily, Man City don't sign players like that. Even Jack Grealish had better numbers at this point in his Man City career.
Ooh.
Jack fucking Grealish had 5 GA at this point. When he
Oh
first joined Man City.
days.
Alf,
Wait,
you hit
how
the
many-
nail on the head, my friend.
Yeah. Actually, how many did Haaland have in his first season with Man City at this point? I just want to compare Haaland's first season with,
He surpassed 20 goals already at this point.
And
I
how
don't know
about-
about
About
this.
20 goals in
Wait,
his
how
first
about-
season.
how about Isak this season?
Isaac, who's that exactly?
No.
Yeah,
I just
who's
have 125 million.
Alexander Insect? Who's Alexander Insect, Ted?
That
Who
is
is Isaac?
270 million pounds, by the way. A collective of 270 million pounds we're talking about.
Damn.
Damn,
Yeah.
it seems like they remember when they were going for the quad. It makes this team look like, I don't know, terrible.
You know what's funny? Liverpool's treble season, they won a Carabao Cup and nothing else. Liverpool's quad season, they didn't win the Premier League or the Champions League.
Oh no.
All their big seasons, it's they're bad at math. I think that's the problem with Liverpool fans. They still talk about 21, 22 as the quad season, bruh. Brother, you want 2 trophies. You want the least important of the 2 trophies.
Yeah, they should have named it to the. Yeah, they should have named it to the cup double or something, not to a fucking quadruple season. Come on, man. But yeah,
on a serious one, what were you guys talking about?
and we were talking about the Newcastle. I want to start with AK. Do you have a quick view about the Newcastle, their season so far, and the result they had today against Burnley?
I did watch some bits of the game, and yeah, I mean, Burnley were again rigid at the back as usual, but it wasn't enough to withstand Newcastle's attacking
Attack.
press once again, and yeah, fair win for Newcastle. 3-0. Similar to ours as well. We beat your rivals as well, 10. So
Yeah,
you're a happy
I
man.
love Man City.
You're a happy man. Yeah, of course.
I'm so
We
happy.
beat. I'm telling you,
They
Michael. You know what's
they
funny?
needed a bit of humbling. Like the fact that the other big 6 teams, like they lost to Chelsea. No, they beat Chelsea. They drew with Arsenal. They drew with Liverpool. I'm like, can they at least like get humbled by someone? And thankfully, it was from both Manchester clubs.
You know what's the best part about it, yeah? This Sunderland team, this super Sunderland team, supposedly, to be fair, they've got good players, but these guys, legit, I'm being serious here. They should not have won against Chelsea. They should have not have won, or drawn, should I say, against Arsenal. But they got lucky results, and people don't get this.
Yeah, they are so lucky. And now, you know, they were like, oh, mind the gap between Newcastle and Sunderland. But now just a point behind them. Point or 2 behind them. I'm like,
Ooh.
and then like for the upcoming AFCON, they actually have 7 players, like 7 notable players actually going for that AFCON. Whereas Newcastle, the only concern is Wissa fit, because Jon Wissa's not going to the AFCON because he wasn't called up. With the
Marmoush isn't going to the AFCON, by the way. Marmoush isn't going, by the way. He isn't going.
No?
Oh, really?
He's not going.
Oh, I
No,
didn't know that.
Really?
Oh,
It's
damn.
he's not
I
going.
didn't even hear
He's not
about
going.
that.
Damn. Because then I believe Mo Salah is going to AFCON.
Yeah, to
believe.
escape Liverpool.
I mean, probably for Liverpool, that's a good thing. But yeah, I'm like,
fine
the
speed at
Sunderland have
last.
been so lucky, so lucky. So and I was like, they've had back-to-back games of Liverpool and Man City both away, and then they play us at home. It's going to be peak for them. When they'll start complaining like, half of our players went to AFCON. Like we've been so
Find an
unlucky with
excuse,
that.
Ted. Just
Yeah,
find an
they-
excuse, Ted.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
hope next weekend. I don't mind losing last minute to Leverkusen at midweek. Just win that game on the 14th of December. And who knows, maybe they'll decorate the stadium again to black and white like they did like almost 2 years ago, where they decorated the stadium black and white. So we'll see. We'll see.
By the way, while we're talking about Sunderland,
Yes.
when we play them at Stadium of Light, which, let's be honest, they've not been good away. They've only been good at Stadium of Light. Again, they were lucky to beat Chelsea. We play them right at AFCON. All the players that are going to be gold when we play them,
Yeah.
they're going to spike them again.
Oh,
And then they've yet to play Spurs. Obviously, us.
They'll beat Spurs, to be fair. There, yikes.
Unfortunately, yeah. But then,
Yeah.
to be honest, what Sunderland are doing was what Nottingham Forest were doing a few years back when they first came up. It was just that the result for Forest that time, like 2-3 years ago, wasn't at the same luckiness or high probability of getting a lot of good results on their favor as Sunderland are doing right now. Because this Sunderland team, I believe, like only 1 or 2 players in the starting 11 against Man City today were in that championship promotion game against Sheffield United. So they basically got a whole new team, and they're trying to hype up Granit Xhaka, or who's the guy that got sent off? Luke O'Nien. Like, come on. So some people saying Sunderland could get Europe or whatever. I'm like, come on. Sunderland's only played like 2 games in Europe in their entire club history, or something like that. Whereas Newcastle, I think very recently we reached our 100.
Sorry to interrupt here, but I just looked something up because AK said Marmoush isn't going to AFCON. So that's wrong. He's not going to join Egypt for the warm-up games, but he will be at the main tournament. So that is wrong. He will be at AFCON.
But yeah, the warm-up games, the warm-up game, correct. Actually, that's what I meant, though. The warm-up games, he's not going to be there, but I think for the main
tournament,
the main competition, I think he's going to be there. But you may,
but
I'll tell you what. I do expect Marmoush to actually start performing after AFCON.
Yeah, I think he'll start playing more as well. I think the reason why he hasn't played as much is because he'll play every game in AFCON. A bit same with Ait Nouri. Because when they're playing every game in AFCON and then they come back to England and they're back to starting every game, you're fucked, basically. You're going to get injured immediately. But
and depends.
I heard you guys are looking at Livramento, no? I saw some rumors about you guys wanting to sign Livramento, to be fair.
Man City trying to get our left back, right back, Livramento.
Yeah, right back.
We've been trying to sign Livramento.
Sorry. A right back, a midfielder, and a winger.
Yeah.
Bro, we've been trying to sign Livramento since before he was even conceived. I swear down. If I heard one more Livramento transfer rumor. This is the same thing as Real Madrid will sign Erling Haaland. Like, bro, shut up. I'm tired of hearing it. It ain't happening.
Fair. But Toby, did you already have your say on Newcastle?
I didn't really watch the game, so I can't really say too much. I do like that they're picking up form right now because I think they have been severely underperforming. But I do think it's a clash of being able to play in Europe right now. So, yeah.
I just want to say, though, Newcastle is 2 points behind top
I think they're like
5.
2 points behind us.
Yeah, 3
Also,
behind Chelsea.
And
Yeah.
I think it's just the Premier League is very close together right now in that mid-table group. Genuinely, you can go from 5th to 13th with a single loss in the Premier
Yeah,
League
that's
right now.
crazy. It's crazy, man.
So I don't think Newcastle has really been underperforming that much, if I'm being honest. I think your fullbacks were out, and without your fullbacks, Eddie Howe's system is fucking shit.
Yeah.
But with the fullbacks, it's night and day the way Newcastle
Yeah.
play. And I don't think.
Like,
I mean,
the-
I
the
don't think they were
game-
ever
The
underperforming.
game we beat Man City, the 2-1, we had, I'm pretty sure it was Hall and Livramento as our fullback.
Yeah.
And no surprise, we won the game, Whereas, like, obviously, today's game against Burnley, it was actually Dan Burn and Livramento at the fullback. Now, against Burnley, fair enough. But when it's, like, against, like...
But you can do that
That's-
against weaker teams.
Yeah, but when it's up against the better teams, you need to start Lewis Hall and Livramento if possible. Another thing that I've now kind of noticed is that apart from, I think the last time it's happened was the Marseille game, maybe, or even the Man City game, whereby Tonali and Bruno didn't have been like rotating, you can say. So we've now kind of been like more dealing, like it seems like at the moment we've picked up form while rotating, I would say, our 2 best players, because I think Tonali is, if Tonali plays with Bruno, I think we have a way better chance of winning the better.
Wouldn't you say that Voltemade is better than Tonali for you guys?
Perhaps, but I think Tonali is just, I think he is like, I would say out of any player, I think he is.
I've got a controversial opinion about Tonali. I think he's mad overrated. I don't think he's a bad player. I think he's a very good player even. But I think people just talk about him like he's a great top-level player, and I just don't think he is. I think Bruno Guimaraes is that level of player. I don't think Tonali is that type of player, if I'm being honest.
I think it's probably because like Tonali's probably been more of the, you could say, the defensive midfield, the number 6, whereas Bruno, I think, is better as higher up in the pitch. You could say like an 8, I believe.
Oh, big question.
Yeah.
Question. Who's better?
Oh, Tonali or Bruno? I mean, on current form, it has to be. On current form, it's Bruno because he.
No. A player, a midfielder of City.
For me, I have to say Tonali, even though Bruno's been really good. But I'll be honest. If both of them are doing good, I don't really mind who's better, as long as like they're both doing well. I'm fine.
I was talking about a midfielder who's really high on our list of Man City. Name's called Nunez.
What? I don't rate Nunez that high.
Yes.
You lie!
Yes.
I said Nico
he's not.
Gonzalez. Nico
Oh,
Gonzalez.
sorry, Gonzalez. I'm sorry, Nico Gonzalez.
I got Nico Gonzalez, yeah.
Who's better in your opinion? Gonzalez?
Or Tonali.
Tonali?
Oh, I don't know actually. I would say Tonali, because Tonali, I would say this the season we won the Carabao Cup, like we went on like a 10-game winning run. Actually, around this time, he started every
You know
game.
what?
I mean, actually,
I will give that just because he's seen Tonali win a trophy, and I have not yet seen Gonzalez win a trophy. So I'll give him
Fair.
that. But
Fair.
at the end of the season, when we win the Premier League, you'll have to change that one.
Okay, but when we win the Champions League, no, I'm kidding.
The Champions League.
Probably will win the Carabao Cup again or something.
Are you still in the
Fair,
Carabao
fair.
Cup? Weren't you knocked out?
Oh no, we play in 10 days from now.
Yeah.
So
I thought
I
you
mean,
were.
the semi-final
you were
could actually be Chelsea, Man City, Newcastle, Arsenal, and if we
Crystal
get,
Palace. I want that Crystal Palace rematch in the final.
Mm.
Oh,
I mean, if
I'll-
we get
I want
if we
that-
get Arsenal in the semis, I mean, it should be easy. They'll just complain.
Payback for Palace.
They always joke.
Oh.
They'll talk about
Payback
the
for
pitch.
Palace. Payback for Palace. Payback for Henderson.
You know what's so funny, by the way, about Arsenal? Let's talk about Arsenal now.
Oh,
Also, Arsenal fans complaining about the pitch after they lost to Aston Villa because apparently it was too slippery.
Oh my
It's
day.
a fucking grass field. The fuck. People are talking. The pitch is too slippery. It's a fucking grass field. What do you expect to happen when it's wet?
Oh, they will always
Yeah.
find an excuse, mate. They will
The
always
Blue
find
Sox
an
are coming.
excuse. They'll always
Blue
find an
Bro,
excuse to
the Blue
lap
Shark
up
is
their
waiting over there.
failures.
Yeah. But I want to move on to the City game. Yeah, of course. I know you did a watch along for it as well. Yeah, talk about it. How was the City game?
Oh, bro. I've told
Uh,
people not to worry about this game because I'll go back to the Leeds and Fulham games first. People thought we were shit against Leeds. First half we were good. Second half we were shit. But then you look at the Fulham game. We were good all game against Fulham. Why? Because we made substitutions earlier. We didn't burn out. That's what happened against Leeds. So I knew we weren't going to get cooked. But that's the thing what people do. They look at our scoreline. Oh, it was 4-5. Surely you were bored against Fulham, right? No, they scored 4 chances from a collective 0.3 XG. If you think that's ever happening again this season, it ain't. We're not conceding 4 goals from 0.3 XG again. It's just not happening. That's ridiculous. That's not poor defending. That is not playing poor in general. That is them scoring 4 bangers. Sometimes you get unlucky. That, by all means, we should not have won that game. But we did. And that shows how good we are. So when we went into the Sunderland game, I was saying, I'm not nervous about this game. We're going to win. They're shit. We're Man City. And guess what? They were shit. We are Man City. By the way, Haaland FC... right, I didn't see any Haaland FC today. So what's the excuse now?
exactly,
Mm,
Alf. The rumors have died down. The rumors have died down. You know why? Because Foden stepped up, Cherky stepped up, Ruben Diaz stepped up, Josko Guardiola stepped up. They all chipped in today. So now, where are the Haaland FC stands at? Where are they now?
By the way, I think also Doku played very good again because
Exactly,
Doku
Doku
is-
also. Doku as well.
Coutinho.
Doku was actually one of the least frustrating players today because I think a lot of players in the first half took too long to pass the ball, but Doku was actually moving the ball quickly. Normally, Doku takes 30 seconds on a ball. Today, he was actually moving the ball quickly. So he didn't get GA, but I don't care about that. He's going to get that GA. He's getting GA already this season. I think he just played well. Here's the thing. Doku, in previous seasons, only played well when he had GA. Now he plays well even without the GA, and he's getting more GA. Speaking on GA, Phil Foden already has more GA than he had all of last season, where December.
Interesting.
And also, yeah, sorry. I want to also give another special shout out to Gigi Donnarumma. What a save today! What an absolute save!
Hey, clean sheet. Where's the people talking about fucking
We get the
Trafford
clean
now?
sheet. We get the clean sheet today.
Hey, did Arsenal keep a clean sheet? Just asking.
No.
No,
But yeah, how was your feel of the game?
It's
AK?
Chelsea. The Chelsea against mighty Leeds.
No, yeah, no. AK, talk about your view of the game of Man City.
oh, I have so many positive things to talk about. Today, apart from the two games that we won against Leeds and Fulham, which was, to be fair, which was, to be fair, really poor from the back four. But today, our fullback stepped up, pitched in 2 goals, one from Guardiola from a set piece. So yeah, Arsenal, hold that. We yanked your chain. Yeah, set piece FC. Yeah, we did it today. So hold that. Third.
But by the way, you know
Uh,
how many goals Gvardiol has for Man City? He's a centre back, by the way.
Sure.
yeah, he's a centre back.
So I'm talking Premier League only. This season he's already got 2, but that's this season. Since Gvardiol joined Man City, he has gotten 11 Premier League goals in 76 games. Centre back.
Oh, damn.
So like 1 in every 7.
Yeah.
Pretty decent.
Every 7 games, centre back.
Hmm,
He's got
Oh
pretty
yeah.
decent.
those goals as well, by the way.
And
Yeah.
Alf, not to mention Ruben Diaz. Yeah. Ruben Diaz scored 2 bangers in the last 2 games.
I won't call this one a bang. That was just a lucky deflection. But yeah, I'm going to be honest about Ruben Diaz's goal because it is exciting. But let's be honest, that was a bit of a lucky deflection. But it doesn't matter. He scored a goal, right? But now Ruben Diaz as well. If your centre backs can step up and score a goal, it's always a good thing. But you can't be limited to that. But we are not. You see Foden scored again today. Haaland is on 15 goals. So our centre backs can step up if we need it, but we're not reliant on them.
Fair. I think.
And oh yeah, sorry.
Go on.
I want to also
Go on.
I want to also talk about sorry. I want to also talk about I want to talk about our midfield today. As much as Bernardo has been getting the slate from most people in our fan base, today he was actually good. Not gonna lie, and yeah, Nico Gonzalez again, solid display, But I'm worried that if he keeps playing more games like this, I mean, and then at a point he's gonna get injured. So hopefully we see Rodri on the pitch soon.
Yeah.
And Nico
The
O'Reilly
thing is,
again.
though,
Nico
the thing is, though,
Nico O'Reilly
Nico,
again showing that. Sorry, Nico O'Reilly once again showing that why he's the best candidate for that left back position. Again, solid. And our front three, apart from Haaland, I mean, look, Haaland had a couple of chances, but it wasn't his day. But I will give
did
it
he
to Pep
though?
on
He had
one
one
thing.
chance.
Yeah, I'll give it to Pep. I'll give it to Pep today that at least he made some early subs for once.
He did that against Fulham too, though. Like again, we made the mistake against Leeds of waiting too long for substitutions. Against Fulham, today against Sunderland, Pep made the substitutions quicker. I'm telling people he has not made the same mistake twice this season. Last season, he was making the same mistake over and over. This season, he's not made the same mistake twice in a row. He hasn't.
Fair.
Exactly. And yeah, Donnarumma once again showing all these prem tards that why he's the best keeper in the world, and he showed and he showed Raya levels. So yeah, Arsenal, hold that. Shh. Yeah, Raya. Yeah, where 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 was he today? Yeah, where was he today? Oh yeah, right. He fumbled against Villa. He fumbled against Mr. Good Evening. Mr. Good Evening, Mr. Good Evening. You Arsenal fans, don't bring up any nonsense about, ooh, Saka this. Oh, Saka is so good. Where was he today? Where was he today? Yeah,
Lost in
exactly.
transit, bro. He's stuck in the tube, bro.
Exactly. Where was he today?
Nowhere to be seen, man.
Nowhere to be seen. Yeah, and Michael, I'll tell you this. Foden clears him by a mile.
The
all know
conversation
that,
is
you know.
back.
It's never been a conversation. Foden's won a Premier League title being the best player in the team. Saka's not done anything near that. But it's never been a conversation.
The only
Saka
thing,
at his
though,
best. Saka at his best is not near Foden at his worst. That's the truth, bro. That's how big the difference in level is. What Saka won in his career, bro? An FA Cup he watched from the bench,
yeah, he was not even
sitting
playing.
in the cup chair, bro.
You know what it is though? He's performing better for England than Foden. That's why people always, in my opinion, trying to get a conversation on. But I agree with you. If Foden is on his best level, the Saka is nowhere near him.
Bro, when's the last time Saka played well for England?
Yeah, that's a.
When's the last time Saka played well? Period.
I don't know.
Because you know what? Sherky has more assists than Saka since last season in the Premier League.
Oh,
there you go.
my
Again,
days.
in the right
So
wing
we're talking
position,
about
Michael.
Sherky, who
In
wasn't
the
even
right
here last
wing
season.
position, Michael. Right wing position, by the way. Turkey today played on the right wing, and he got more assists than Saka.
Oh my days. It's not looking good for Bukayo.
Bro, this guy has always been overrated, let's be honest. Should
He's
go
been
back to
overrated,
playing
man.
right wing back.
I have a question for the panel. Who's right now the favorites to win the title? Arsenal or Man City? Let's start with Toby.
I think it has to be City. I think everyone's always waiting on Arsenal to reduce their gap, and now they're in that spot. And I believe they play them within a couple of games, sometime around January, you know? If I'm not
We
mistaken.
play Arsenal. If you mean Man City plays Arsenal,
Yeah.
that's only Matchday 33. That's right at the end of the
Okay,
season.
so that's still quite far.
Match
So
33.
I think come that game, I think the title will be decided by then. I think that's for sure.
Oh my days.
With 6 games left to go.
No, I mean like you
Yeah.
guys, it's either like they would have fumbled or we will exactly know who's supposed to be winning the title by the time that game comes. I don't think it's gonna be a title
Fair.
decider game where Arsenal have a chance. So I think by the next game, Arsenal would have fumbled their lead.
What do you think then?
Aston Villa. No, I'm kidding. I mean, at the start of the season, I'm probably, apart obviously from the Man City fans, probably, I actually said Man City to win the Prem before the season started, because I was impressed with their business before the Club World Cup and kind of saw what they could do. I know they started the season bad, Man City, but I kind of knew Man City. Like some people have been underestimating Man City this season because of what happened last season, and I was like, I don't think it will happen again. And thankfully, it's happening to Liverpool. So, unfortunate what could happen next season. Liverpool probably back. But
you know what's funny though?
I'll say Man City.
At this point in the 4-beat season, we were 6 points behind Arsenal. Now we're only 2 points behind.
2 points in it, no? 2 points out.
By the way,
2 points.
also, people talk about the 8-point bottle job. It wasn't an 8-point bottle job. Arsenal was 5 points ahead of us if you remove the game in hand, but we won the league title with 3 games left to go. That's 3 times 3 plus 5. That's 14. It's a 14-point bottle job. That's Ajax levels, bruv.
Oh my
There you go.
God.
Matt.
True.
Matt. Out
Ajax
with the math
levels.
right there, people.
Hey, respect.
Right.
Respect. We got 4 Champions League. Respect. But yeah, we bottled.
Okay, respect. You're still bigger than Arsenal.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Exactly.
That's for
for
sure.
me, I was saying this, I think, 2 Matchday Rewinds ago, that if City is like 6 points behind Arsenal with 8 games to go, I back City to win the title. And right now, it's only 2 points, and you already see the fan base crumbling, excuses for the injuries and stuff like that. So yeah, City. It's gotta be City. What do you think, AK?
I'm obviously gonna go with us. I'm obviously gonna go with City. Obviously, my club. Um, I believe he can pull it off. Um, see, Michael, if we can, if Pep can somehow find a way to keep Foden and Cherky in the same team, assisting and helping one another and scoring, then I think no team in the Premier League can stop us.
Yeah, I agree.
By the way, I'm just gonna say as well, when Pep Guardiola first joined, we had 3 consecutive seasons where he spent £200 million or more. 3 seasons in a row. That is when we were less rich. We weren't as rich then as we are now. And that is without accounting for inflation. We don't spend big again in January. I'm telling y'all. Watch the rival dates when we buy 2 or 3 players in January.
Oh yeah. Michael, watch out for them rivals. Spam 115 in the group. 115 in the chats.
Corruption is not bad.
Don't-
8-10. We are corruption brothers. Come on.
Corruption, bro.
I love Man City. Especially
Oh my
There you
days.
go.
Yeah, I know what
and
you're
the
already
big
going
Man
to
City, so it's
say.
fine for me, actually.
Yeah, so you back City as well, of course, off to get a title.
I mean, yeah.
Do you still think it's gonna be like a title fight, or you
Bro, you can't
think-
fight. How are you supposed to have a fight with Arsenal, bro? When's the last time they won something? Bro, I'm
Exactly.
23. I've never
Fair.
seen them win a fucking title.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I
man.
probably never will either. It's like the fucking Scousers. This is out here, brother. Go back to homeroom, mates.
Oi. Difficult times, man. Difficult times. All right, I want to move on now and quickly discuss the other results. Let's see. Everton won 3-0 versus Forest, and because of that result, they are on 5th place right now. Do you guys think they can be in the top 8, or do you guys think eventually they will drop down?
I think they'll drop down.
Yeah, same.
I will say they finish above Liverpool.
If that happens, you know.
Liverpool
Ben,
just may finish
Ben, it will
bottom
be
half.
peak. It will be peak if they finish above. Sorry, Alf. 10. It will be. I'm telling you, it's gonna hit like crack. It's gonna hit like crack when Everton finish above Liverpool. We will be there.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
Crazy. First season in a new stadium. Wow.
At least Liverpool is hosting a European competition next season at the Hill Dickinson Stadium.
What do you think, though? What do you think, Toby?
I think they'll drop off. I think they have a couple players going to AFCON as well, so it's going to be
Yeah.
really tough to keep up the same form after December.
Yeah.
But are the players going to AFCON the most crucial players, though? Because I think you look at.
Yeah, who's one of their main players right now, should be going to
Yeah,
AFCON
but
as
I
well.
think he's the only one going to AFCON that's really one of the main players. I think Pickford is our main player. I think Grealish. I mean,
Dewsbury
Grealish
Hall has been
Yeah,
quite decent.
obviously.
there as well.
incredible. I think Dewsbury Hall is one of the better players there at Everton. I think these guys are the most important guys. Alcaraz, I think, is solid. I won't say he's one of the best ones. Keane, Tarkowski, and O'Brien, I think, have been really good. They're not really going to AFCON. I'm not sure about Barry. Where is Barry from?
Believe
He's French.
French
Is he French? Okay, so
Yeah,
he's not
I
going.
might be wrong.
Yeah.
Or Senegal. One of the two. Maybe
He's French. I just looked it up.
so French.
So yeah, I think
Yeah.
the only one is going to be Ndai. I
And
think they can survive without him.
Ghana Gay. Just a Ghana Gay. The one
yeah,
that slapped his own teammate or something.
Yeah.
Brian Hetwell stats.
Yeah, that was crazy. Let's see. Spurs won 2-0 versus Brentford.
That was actually the first home win since game 1.
Oh my
Yeah.
days!
That
And
was the first home win.
and yeah,
for Tottenham.
Xavi Simmons, and
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
Finally.
first
sorry,
goal.
Xavi Simmons has scored his first goal. First Spurs
Yeah.
in the Premier League, by the way.
Simon Says has a goal before fucking words, bro.
Oh, so he's level with Isak in the Prem.
Oh my days! Even he scored before Wears. It's looking really bad for players. It's crazy, you know.
You know what's funny? You know, this is really funny, guys. You know, one player who has not scored before words yet.
Oh no!
Let me guess, Cunha.
No, I think he scored before.
I think Cunha scored already.
One player who has scored.
A player
it
who
for-
has not scored
Is
yet,
it-
just like
is it-
words.
Is it for a Big Six club?
Yes.
Is it a new signing?
Yes.
I'm not sure, you know.
Donnarumma.
Well, yeah, Donnarumma hasn't scored yet. Congratulations.
It would be so funny if someone like Donnarumma or like just a goalkeeper scores before Verts. Just any goalkeeper.
The answer is Jeremy Frimpong, who was supposed to replace Trent. Now,
Oh.
if you look at Trent, after 4 games for Liverpool, Trent last season had a goal and 2 assists. Great replacement that is. And by
Yeah.
the way, Frimpong's defending is worse than Trent's, by the way.
Yeah, it is. It is. All right, let's move on to let's see. Yeah. Leeds 3, Liverpool 3. Crazy. Crazy. They were 2-0 up at that. Oh my days. They're gonna win. And out of nowhere, collapse again.
You know what's the funniest? I'm in a group chat here, and there's one Liverpool fan. And she really does not like when you make fun of Liverpool. She was in the group
Yeah,
chat.
she doesn't. She doesn't.
She was so happy that Liverpool scored the winner with Szoboszlai. Bro, when they scored, bruh, it was hilarious scenes. Honest to God, yeah. Only Liverpool could concede a goal like that in stoppage time against fucking Leeds. I swear down, Liverpool, yeah? Liverpool are going to finish bottom half of the season if they don't sack their manager.
Facts. I
Imagine they finished below Sunderland.
want to share this with you guys as well. Mosa says the relationship with Arne Slot is broken.
Yes, Michael.
I had a
No.
good relationship with
At the
the
right
manager.
time. Big up to you.
And all of a
No,
sudden,
they need to keep him. They need to keep this guy. They're going to finish bottom half of the table.
Honest Lot, I love you. Please stay at Liverpool. I love you. You know, you're the
Stay,
first manager
stay,
to lose to
please
Newcastle
stay.
in the cup final. You know, here's a very interesting stat. Honest Lot is the first manager to lose to Newcastle in a cup final in 70 years. Not even Eric Sevenhag has done that. Like,
damn.
I love Honest Lot, you know. And Liverpool, I believe Honest Lot, in his press conference before this game, said the reason why Isak's not really been on form is because they don't have a player like Jacob Murphy. That's legit what he said.
Way.
Because why Isak hasn't really performed or whatever. And he said at Liverpool we don't really have a player like Jacob Murphy, because Jacob Murphy was known for like spamming crosses and Isak scoring on the end of them. So I'll be honest, if Liverpool wants to buy Murphy, I mean Liverpool do have the money. I mean they'll sell Salah, they'll sell every single terrible player that they have and get Jacob Murphy. So 70, 80 million, maybe. I mean, it seems like Liverpool have it seems like Liverpool have all this money in the world. So, okay, the 1st of January, buy Jacob Murphy. If Salah's leaving, get Jacob Murphy off of us. Maybe finally, after spending an extra 70 or whatever million, we'll price Jacob Murphy at. So we'll see. But honest lot, I love you, and please stay at Liverpool. I love you.
Oh my days. Oh my days. So that's what you were saying with the coin.
Yeah.
But look at the end of this statement. It seems to me, how I see it, someone does not want me at the club, bro. Hmm. Is this the
you
end
know
of Arnie
what,
Slot,
yeah?
guys?
You know what, yeah? Rough days for Salah as well being finished. Sad days, buddy. Go to MLS, buddy. You ain't got for this stuff anymore. 2 Premier League titles. Brother thought he was going to be a legend. Got 2, bruh. Aye.
Yeah.
What is Ferguson's cousin called again? Or son, or whatever the fuck you want to as well. Was on the bench for all of it, but,
Yeah, this is not looking good. I think this is going to be the end of his career at Liverpool. Here one Salah at Oilo.
Bro, you know what's
Yeah.
funny? You know what's funny? He's finished 90 points 3 times in his career. Only 1 time of those 3 times has he won the title.
99 points, yeah.
90 points. 91 points in 21-22. Man City won the title. 98, I believe, in 18-19.
Yeah.
Man City won the title. Bro, that man's career has been cooked by Man City, I swear down.
Damn.
But 1-5. But.
Exactly.
Best cheaters in the land, bro.
Yeah, it is what it is. All right. I want to do quick prediction for the games of tomorrow and Monday, starting with Brighton, West Ham. Brighton right now 10th in the league, and West Ham on 18th. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna say Brighton gonna win. Yeah. What do you think? Of
It's difficult because I think Nuno is a very good manager. I still don't get that he was sacked by Forest. So I think if you just look at manager, ignore everything else, just look at manager, the better manager is at West Ham. If you look at the players, I think Jared Bowen is better than anything at Brighton. I think Wan-Bissaka is very underrated. I think Soucek is a very solid midfielder. Paqueta, I'm not sure what his situation is right now, if he's ready to play or not. But
I think he's suspended.
These are very good players. I think people underestimate how good West Ham is because they had like a shit manager, to put it bluntly, for a while. I think they're going to skyrocket up that table, I can't lie. At the same time, it is the Annex that they played, I believe. I don't know. I think it might be a draw, that game, because also Brighton has had more time with their players and their manager. Nuno's not been at West Ham for so long, so I'll go 2-2.
Fair, like Deontay. What do you think, AK? Brighton, West Ham.
Brighton, West Ham. Not gonna lie though, West Ham, big up to them always. Irons, come on, your Irons against flipping, against the flipping, against Man United, who basically, I don't want to talk about because they're so shit. So yeah, screw them. But I think West Ham and Brighton. I still think Nuno's still working with the team, and not gonna lie though, I am seeing some positive signs from West Ham that they're slowly finding their groove. the team is slowly finally getting back together, and Areola is putting some decent performances, I must say. So all in all, it's good. It's good to see West Ham playing football again and not losing, which is good. Which is good to hear. And Brighton, I have to say though, they've always. I mean, Brighton have always been inconsistent. Last season and this season.
Yeah.
This season, even though they beat us 2-1, after that, they went on a very inconsistent streak. But I do still think that West Ham are not gonna make Brighton's game that easy, because obviously they're gonna go to the Amex Stadium. Yeah, they're going to go to the Amex, so it's not going to be easy for West Ham. But I do still think that they are going to pull off a result. So let's see. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. But I don't know. It's like Brighton will still edge this. Brighton will still edge this, I feel, but I hope I'm wrong.
Fair,
But
fair.
if you were to ask me, I think I do see a draw here.
Fair.
I think it's
What?
gonna be 1-1.
1-1. Okay.
By the way, the reason why I'm laughing, yeah, I mean, this is just ridiculous. You mind me sharing my screen?
Yeah, no problem. Share the screen.
I mean, this is just stupid.
Pep Guardiola and Ryan Seki special.
Pep Guardiola cannot shut the fuck up about Messi at any point, can he?
Bro, what the fuck is this, man? Let
Ryan
him.
Cherky has the second ever. Only 2 players have done a Rabona assist in the Premier League. Ryan Cherky and Payet. Payet, by the way, that's a throwback name. And Pep Guardiola is out here sucking Messi's cock. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, my God, fuck off. He was doing this when Haaland was up against Messi as well for the Ballon d'Or. He was sucking Messi's cock. Like, bro, go fuck yourself, man.
Oh my day.
But, bro, he thinks he works for Messi, bro. Messi has fucking blackmailed tapes of this guy. I swear down. He's got something on Pep because he keeps sucking Messi's cock, bro. It's so
I've got.
annoying.
Did I ask you already 10 or was it off?
No.
2-2.
I'll say West Ham to edge it 2-1
Okay, fair.
because they're 3
Okay.
points behind like the survival or whatever. So to catch
Yeah.
up is a good game to get yourself back in the fight.
Okay, and then we got tomorrow Fulham home against Crystal Palace. For me, I'm gonna say a draw on this one. Draw for me.
Really?
Yeah, bro,
But
the Premier
Fulham
League is
is
crazy.
shit.
I know, but the Premier League is crazy. I'm gonna say draw. What do you guys think?
I don't know. Fulham
Who
is
wants to
so
go first?
shit. They had one good game against Man City, which, by the way, best game in their club's history, and they fucking lost it. Sad
I saw
face.
your reaction.
Bro. They're shit, bro. I can't lie. I don't think they are doing anything.
Fair. So Palace win, I think. Then.
Yeah, I think Palace will win comfortably as well. I'm talking like 1-3 or something like that. They'll score because they always score some scummy goal, but they'll lose.
Fair. What do you think, AK? Fulham Crystal Palace.
I don't know. It's like Crystal Palace again. I've still been on an inconsistent one. I mean, like, not gonna lie, Palace. They've always been this team. Last year, Mateta, Munoz, uh, Henderson, Adam Wharton, who, to be fair, is a top target for clubs now. And yeah, I mean the ever since Eze and Olise left, I still do think that this Palace team is still playing well. This Palace team
Yeah.
is still the same, I feel, and this tells you that Oliver Glasner, he's actually doing wonders for Palace, and people still disregard him. People still disregard him, which is mad. I mean, he literally just won Palace an FA Cup and a Community Shield.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
Crazy.
Michael, Oliver Glasner has won a trophy before Arteta.
To be fair, I don't think my grandma could win a trophy before Arteta.
Damn.
But bro,
Oh, and yeah,
let's be
but
real here, yeah. Let's be real here, yeah. Arteta won a trophy with Unai Emery's squad,
exactly.
spent a fucking billion and still won fuck all.
Yep.
How
Yeah.
can you be that shit? Like it's almost comical.
Yeah, it's not looking good. But what do you think then?
I will go Eddie Nketiah winner last minute 1-0 Palace.
All right, and then the last game, the game on Monday, Wolves versus Manchester United. Wolves for me. I just see the Wolves beating United. It's just typical United. For me, it's gonna be Wolves.
Let's be honest, don't take the piss though. Let's be honest, Wolves are unimaginably bored. Man United, actually, if you look at their games, they've actually gotten good results against
Lower
all the teams you expect them to get results against. They've dropped points against stronger teams, but they're not that team anymore, of like even 3 years ago. So you expect them to drop points. They're not actually that bad, though, if you think about them as a mid-table team, which at this point they are.
Fair. Yep. So, what's your prediction?
It's at Molyneux, right?
Yeah.
The Molyneux Wolves. Forget them. Forget that, man. Forget Wolves.
I'll go. I'll go. You know what? I'll go 3-0 Man United.
Yeah. What do you think, AK?
Michael. Sorry, Michael. I want to say something.
Yeah.
If Man United loses to 20th place Wolves, I'm telling you, the Man United fans need to go in hiding.
Bro, that fan base has been in hiding for decades, bro. When's the last time they won Premier League? 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Most Man United fans who are alive right now, they always talk about Premier Leagues. They've seen Man City win more Premier Leagues than they've seen their own club.
Oh, yeah.
But they're always talking about Premier Leagues, bro.
Yeah, fair. What's your prediction, AK?
Wolves, I know you're down in the dumps. Yeah?
Oh, shit. Here
But
we
please,
go.
but please, do something. You're down in the dumps, but please do something for football. Save football. Save England from noise pollution. Please, Wolves. It's a request. Yeah? It's at your ground. Yeah, it's at the Molineux. I
Does
expect
that mean
you
something
to
though?
get a 1-0 against them. They are shit.
Oh, they definitely are. They definitely are. But what do you think then?
Ooh, one of them went for a Wolves win, the other one went for a Man United win. So I'll go 2-2 with Man United taking the lead 2-0, but then Wolves pull it back to make it 2-2. So I'll go 2-all.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
10.
yeah, yeah,
Are you
yeah,
going for
yeah.
a draw? Are you going for a draw? I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
go. I'm probably gonna go 2-1 Wolves.
Oh, I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. All right, guys, this was the end of the show. Thanks for everyone being here. Thanks for the viewers and likes. Before we're gonna close off, Tim, tell the viewers what they can expect on your channel in the upcoming days.
yeah, so I usually do shows mostly with Charlie. I'm pretty sure he's been on here before.
Yeah, big
Mostly
up, Charlie.
on Mondays talk about Deportivo La Coruña and Palermo. Palermo for him, Depor for me, and then I believe Thursdays or Wednesdays, whatever, or Fridays on Newcastle Spurs show. We also do, and obviously it'll be a big show previewing the game on the 14th of December, which we should win. Um, and also, I guess I'll probably do some Africa Cup of Nations content, maybe one watch long per day when it
Nice.
starts, something like that, and just there for the vibes, I guess. But who's going to win the Afcon? I'm going to say it will be the mighty Central African Republic. Probably not.
Fair,
Hey,
fair.
they can try their best.
Everyone has a chance.
Didn't Ivory Coast win the last one? That was mad, wasn't it? They
Yeah.
sacked their manager
Yeah.
at the first game and then they won it.
Yeah, that
Sack
was
the manager
crazy.
halfway, and they still won.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
Arsenal
And
should maybe Arsenal should do that.
yeah, 10. To be fair, Ivory Coast sacked their manager halfway towards the end of the competition, and they still won a trophy, whereas Arteta was given 6 years. Yeah, 6 years at Arsenal, and what has he done? He spent a billion.
Bro,
He
he's been
spent a
twerking, bro.
billion
He's been twerking for
pounds.
more.
Yeah.
Mm, fair, fair, fair. But what do you have planned on your channel of the next upcoming days?
Well, it's gonna be a bit inconsistent, but I'll be doing Man City content as usual. It's gonna be a bit inconsistent though over the next few days, and yeah, just Man City content, watch longs, that type of stuff. I might do some AFCON watch longs, but I'm not sure yet. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
Okay, fair, fair. Yeah. Tomorrow I will be back on this channel for Napoli Juventus. I'm interested to see that game, and I think maybe they're gonna do rewind for the Champions League. Not sure yet. But yeah, rewind will be back next Saturday on the main channel, of course. The watch alongs, previews, reviews, Ajax show, all the stuff. AK, do you do something with your channel or?
Um, I'm currently on certain panels. But yeah, you can uh, you can uh, you can find me on African King Academy, uh, Master
Nice.
Stocks. Yeah, so these two are proper guys. One's a Chelsea fan and one's a United fan, but both of them are true fans, by the way, not
Yeah.
flip flops. So I'm the yeah, so I'm the city rep. Yeah, so I'll be repping Manchester City, uh, in their
Yeah.
panel. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a good show. Tune in at 11 p.m. Uh,
Nice.
go smash the likes. Subscribe. Show them some love. And yeah. What I'm and regarding content on my channel, like I plan to start posting some content by the start of January.
Nice.
Like
Let's
shorts,
go.
starting like shorts, basically.
Yeah, it's quick to make.
Especially with
Quick.
AI.
Yeah. That as well, yeah. But all right, guys, I'm gonna close off. Thanks, and for the Arsenal fans, good evening. Ciao.
Good evening. Good evening.